You know the hand thing?
What is that?
I read on an article about when people, there's certain hand gestures they do that dominate the room. Elon Musk and other powerful people, they do this with their hands when they talk to people.
You see this a lot, yeah.
This is like the mouse for your computer. Here, you can just adjust your system whichever way you want, if you know what to do.
So if you go to my Instagram, you can find a picture of my father, and he's sitting there with a hand symbol. He's sitting there like this. He looks his fingers, and he puts his thumb and his hand together. I do the same thing. The reason I do it is because when your brain is as advanced as mine, you have to complete the circuit. Try it at home. Try this right now. Complete the circuit of your body. Make the electrons flow. And I do it because it increases my powers. It's like a power-up.
From here to here, you can control the whole universe. It is everything.
You have both a dielectric field and a magnetic field, and this is precisely why you are an electrical being. Your fingers are electrical circuits that connect to various systems within your body. Now, engage in this experiment. Perform this hand mudra and take a deep breath, noticing how much easier it is to breathe when your hands are positioned this way. Contrast that feeling by undoing the mudra and you'll find it harder to breathe. Fascinating, isn't it? But this is merely one example among many. Consider another mudra that you might often encounter without realizing its significance, the Uttara Bodhi mudra. This specific gesture is not just a casual form, but a powerful emblem seen with people like Andrew Tate and his brother, Cristiano Ronaldo, Donald Trump, Travis Scott, Richard Gere, Putin, Johnny Depp, Brad Pitt, Al Pacino, and others. The Uttara Bodhi mudra refers to the upward movement of energy. It's not merely a symbol, it's an active connection leading to the awakening of intellect or consciousness. And it's more associated with power and authority. This gesture is not limited to spiritual practices or the secluded life of monks. It's a silent power embedded in everyday human interactions. Recognizing and mastering it connects you to a tradition that's as ancient as humanity, yet as contemporary as today's headlines. By understanding and applying this mudra, you're tapping into the same power that propels world-famous athletes, politicians, musicians, and actors. It's your connection, your bridge to the secret code that unites not only body and mind, but also connects you to some of the most successful and influential people of our time. At the cellular level, the body functions through a complex dance of electrical signals. Neurons, the building blocks of our nervous system, communicate using electric impulses. These impulses travel through nerves to muscles, causing them to contract and enabling us to move. Even the very beating of our heart is controlled by an electrical system that ensures its rhythmic pulsation. Now, you might wonder, where do dielectric and magnetic fields come into play? The dielectric field is related to the way our body stores energy in its cells, especially in the cell membranes. It's the capacity to hold an electric charge that creates a polarization within the body's matter. On the other hand, the magnetic field is intimately connected with the flow of electric currents. Since our bodies are replete with moving charges, electrons flowing through nerves, ions crossing cell membranes, they inherently generate magnetic fields. You can observe this in medical imaging techniques like MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, where the body's magnetic properties are used to create detailed images of internal structures. These phenomena aren't just limited to the internal workings of our body, they extend to our interactions with the world around us. For example, the static electric charge you feel when touching a metal object after walking on a carpet is a manifestation of the body's dielectric properties. So, how does all of this connect to mudras? Mudras are ancient hand gestures that utilize the body's electrical properties to create specific energy circuits. When you position your fingers in a particular mudra, you are effectively aligning your body's dielectric and magnetic fields in a way that can influence your physical and mental state. Consider the Uttara Bodhi mudra, used by influential figures from various fields. By connecting specific fingers, you are creating a pathway for the electrons to flow in a continuous circuit. This isn't mere symbolism, it's a direct engagement with the human electrical connection that can lead to heightened awareness and power. Recognizing ourselves as electrical beings isn't just a scientific curiosity, It's a profound insight into the interconnectedness of our biological and energetic existence. These mudras aren't mere random movements, but rather highly structured and purpose-driven configurations. They involve touching specific fingers and holding them in particular alignments to generate energy circuits within the body. But how do they work, and what's the scientific basis behind them? As I mentioned earlier, our nervous system is a network of electrically charged pathways. When we touch specific fingers together, we create a closed circuit that allows the flow of energy. These circuits can activate or deactivate certain regions of the brain, impacting functions like breathing, focus, and emotional states. For instance, touching the thumb to the index finger, as in the Gyan Mudra, is known to enhance concentration and creativity. From a physiological perspective, this connection closes an electrical loop that stimulates the brain's frontal lobe, the region responsible for higher cognitive functions. Another mudra, the Anjali Mudra, where palms are pressed together with fingers pointing upwards, is commonly used in meditation. By aligning the hands in this manner, we create symmetry and balance within our electromagnetic fields, promoting a sense of calm and equilibrium. The fascinating aspect of mudras is their immediate effect on breathing. Take the Pranayama Mudra, where different fingers touch the base of the thumb while practicing controlled breathing. This action has been observed to make breathing more effortless and rhythmic due to the controlled electrical stimulation of the diaphragm muscles. From a scientific perspective, the effectiveness of mudras is rooted in the skin's complex structure. Our fingertips are rich with nerve endings and sensory receptors. By engaging these nerve circuits, mudras send specific signals to the brain, thus triggering desired reactions. It's akin to a well-tuned orchestra, where the touch of fingers plays different notes that harmonize the body's functions. But the influence of mudras isn't confined to internal states, it extends to the interpersonal realm as well. The handshake, for example, is a universal gesture of connection and agreement. Beyond its social symbolism, this act creates a physical connection that allows the subtle exchange of electromagnetic energy between individuals. The practice of mudras, therefore, transcends mere ritualistic symbolism. It is a scientifically grounded technique that engages the body's inherent electrical circuitry. By knowing which fingers to touch and how to align them, you are dialing into a hidden control panel, accessing functions that regulate both mental and physical states. The power of hand mudras is not in mystical esoterica, but in the real and tangible realm of human physiology and electromagnetic interaction. It's a compelling blend of tradition, science, and the arts of being human. The Uttara Bodhi Mudra, often referred to as the Mudra of Success, has become a symbol of power, authority, and intellectual awakening. Its influence transcends spiritual practices, appearing in the realms of politics, entertainment, and even sports. But what is the secret behind this mudra, and why is it embraced by some of the world's most successful people? Let's explore the Uttara Bodhi Mudra, a gesture where both hands are interlocked and index fingers point upwards, touching each other. Historically, this mudra has been associated with enlightenment in various Eastern traditions. But in the recent past, it has evolved into something much more potent and universal. Why is it so powerful? The answer lies in the alignment of energy it creates. The touching of index fingers in this mudra activates certain neural pathways, promoting the upward movement of energy. Scientifically, this can stimulate the brain's executive centers, enhancing focus, decision-making, and intellectual clarity. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo's focused expression during his pre-game rituals, where he often uses this mudra. Or observe President Putin's assertiveness, reflected in the way he applies the Uttara Bodhi Mudra during significant meetings. Even Hollywood icons like Johnny Depp and Al Pacino have been caught wielding this ancient tool. The usage of this mudra is not a coincidence or mere aesthetics, it's an intentional practice. Research conducted on this mudra revealed an increase in alpha and beta brainwave activity, associated with enhanced cognition and emotional control. Many successful individuals began experimenting with this gesture, reporting an improved sense of confidence, clarity, and control. So why does it seem like a hidden secret? For a long time, the understanding of mudras was confined to esoteric circles. However, as the bridge between science and ancient wisdom began to strengthen, the practical application of the Uttara Bodhi mudra transcended into various fields. Leaders, athletes, and artists alike started embracing it as a mental and emotional tool to gain an edge in their respective domains. But this secret isn't reserved for the elites. You, too, can utilize the Uttara Bodhi mudra in your daily life. Whether facing a challenging business meeting, an athletic competition, or simply seeking personal growth, this gesture can become a silent ally. Hold this position, breathe deeply, and you may find a newfound sense of empowerment and balance. The Uttara Bodhi mudra is no longer just an ancient symbol. It's a modern tool for success, supported by both tradition and science. By unlocking this mudra, you're tapping into a well-kept secret that's guided many successful individuals. This chapter aims to present a hands-on guide to various mudras, not in abstract or spiritual terms, but through scientific understanding and immediate experiential benefits. Gyan Mudra, gesture of knowledge. By touching the tip of the index finger to the thumb, a continuous circuit is formed that enhances concentration. When held for about 2 minutes, you may begin to notice clarity and focus as the electrons flow through the neural pathways. Anjali Mudra, salutation seal. Pressing your palms together at the heart can induce a feeling of balance and calmness. As the electrical flow increases between the two hands, a sense of unity and symmetry can be felt after around 1 minute. Prana Mudra, life force gesture. The ring and little fingers touch the thumb, encouraging energy flow through the lower chakras. After holding for 3 minutes, a tangible surge of vitality may be experienced, as if energizing the entire body. Apana Mudra, gesture of digestion. By connecting the middle and ring fingers to the thumb, you activate pathways related to digestion. After holding this mudra for about 4 minutes, there may be an easing of digestive discomfort, aiding in smoother digestion. Shunya Mudra, gesture of emptiness. The middle finger is folded into the palm and held by the thumb. This mudra can provide relief from earaches or other ear-related issues after holding for 5 minutes, likely due to its influence on specific nerves connected to the ear. Surya Mudra, sun gesture. Placing the ring finger at the base of the thumb and gently pressing with the thumb can activate metabolic processes. Around 6 minutes of this mudra may boost metabolism and aid in weight control. Vayu Mudra, air gesture. This index finger is placed at the base of the thumb and held down by the thumb. Held for 2 to 3 minutes, this mudra may relieve symptoms related to air imbalances like gas or flatulence due to the flow of electrons along the associated pathways. Uttara Bodhi Mudra, gesture of success. This prominent mudra involves interlocking all the fingers except the index fingers, which remain extended and touching at the tips. Practicing this for about 4 minutes, you may experience a rush of confidence, clarity, and intellectual awakening as the electrons start flowing in an upward direction. Hakini Mudra, power of mind. Placing all fingertips together, this mudra can be held for about 2 minutes to promote collaboration between the two brain hemispheres, enhancing creativity and problem-solving abilities. Sepana Mudra, gesture of pouring out. Pointing the index fingers and thumbs down while touching their tips helps in emotional release. After 5 minutes, you may feel a sense of release and relaxation, as the electrical flow seems to drain negative energy. These mudras, grounded in both scientific principles and tangible experiences, offer a toolkit for everyday life. The likes of Andrew Tate, Elon Musk, and many more successful figures have leveraged the hidden potential of these hand gestures. The Uttara Bodhi Mudra, with its flow of electrons and energy, is a particularly illuminating example. It is not a secret reserved for the few, but a universal tool awaiting your discovery. These ancient gestures connect you to a rich heritage,